Welcome to another powerful segment of Bridging the Gap, the show where dialogue meets reality. I am Cassie Tony, your amazing host. Today, our discussion will be centered around marriage, the reason why couples cheat in marriage, why couples are so unfaithful in their marriage. Some people have different reasons why they cheat, they target to one reason or the other. But before we dive into all of that, I'm not just going to do this all by myself. I have with me in the studio Kings Ojalo. Welcome to the show, Ojalo.
Thank you, Cassie, and it's my pleasure being here. I feel so excited, honestly, most especially on this topic again. I'm so happy to be a part of the discussant of this topic.
All right, the expression is actually showing on your face, anyways. So, talking about why couples cheat in marriage.
Yeah.
People target to different reasons. Some say it's because of negligence. Some say it's because of money. Some like different reasons. And recently, it's as if these people know that I want to talk about cheats today. It's been popping up on my page. Like if I enter social media, the next thing I see is
not just you. Video clips of people.
Different things happening. And then the recent one I saw was the lady that died in a hotel room. I don't know if you saw.
Of course, I saw the incident.
A married woman, for that matter.
Yes, and a child, a baby girl, for that matter, was taken by the sole guy that killed her. What a tragic incident that, in fact, someone can't even imagine.
And this is something that actually happened in secret. Something that happened in secret that came up to the open because she was chatting this man on social media.
Social media, yes.
Her husband was not aware.
Lover.
Her husband was not aware. She even went as far as telling the man that she's not married, that she's a single mother.
A single mother. Of course, I read the whole article.
And the man promised her.
Yes, traveling abroad, with her. Even the occurrence that time was even the man told her to bring her child, that he has a lot of goodies for her.
And that brings me to the question, Ojalo, why do people cheat? Why do women cheat?
Yeah, you see, Cassie, first of all, it's my pleasure once again being here. And you see, this topic is a very crucial topic that we should take very seriously. To those viewers who are really listening or watching us rather, you see, in Nigeria, in our society, or in Africa, there is a taboo in so many cases, in so many customs, and even with the customs who forbid such acts. If you look at it nowadays, they are being bribed. Let's be honest with ourselves. Now, in developed countries like America.
When I talked about custom, I'm talking about tradition.
Yes, traditions. Yes.
So how do you bribe a tradition?
Of course, yes. You see, I think most of the so-called gods of the lands these days collect bribe, because even the so-called traditions and that is these indiges that forbids this thing. If you look at it, it's no more effective like before. Example. Let me use Delta State, for instance. I'm not from Delta State, but I have been there and I've stayed there and I've seen consequences women face when they engage in such acts. It's in their custom that as a married woman, legally married, you are having an external affair, sleeping with another man, as a woman, most especially when you have children. Yes, when the woman go and have an external affair with another man, she lost her children. And the worst part, it wouldn't affect her much. Okay. Her husband, she loses her husband. The man who doesn't even know what is happening. You see the terrible consequences. And on the long run, she might as well run mad. Now, it can be avoided when there are some sacrifices. You understand? So, but nowadays, those things are no more effective. You go to that same tribe, you go to that same region of Nigeria, you see women doing all kind of pointing.
Maybe that particular thing has been abolished.
I think from the last time I checked, customs, should be even more effective and more integrated. Places like America, places like England, these things are done, without, much. As a matter of fact, when a man finds out that his wife is having an affair with another man and she's being caught red-handed, if care is not even taken, that woman can even sue that her husband for trying to disturb her privacy with another man. You could see you understand?
The Western world.
You see how it's being operated. So it's a thing that the least thing the man can do, okay, let me sign a divorce paper. That is the least thing. Not to the aspect of here in Nigeria where we call police. You see when a man, you see call police or a man or the woman is being beaten publicly, all kind of things, or they gum themselves, all kind of devastated things happen in Africa or Nigeria rather, when such thing is being found. Now, what am I trying to say is, there are ways this thing are being done, and the cause of it is not because a lot of people give excuse that, because my husband is cheating, that is why I cheat as well as a woman, or as the man, my wife, I don't find her attractive. And she is no more unique the way I used to know her. You understand? Some women will give excuse that he doesn't have money, so I have to go and use what I have because we have children. So I have to go and meet one Mr. Alaji so that I will get money to, different kind of excuse. The thing is this: when you find yourself in that state, probably as a faithful man, and you end up with a woman who flex around, cheat around, you should know that definitely it's something that was not worked on even before you people came together as couple. You didn't try to work it out, or as a woman, you end up with a man who flex. You understand? There are some saying that say it's normal thing for a man can do it, and not what for a woman. I think that kind of emphasis should be debunked. It should be erased from the mouth of any man who is always saying that, because to me it's rubbish. You understand? If you want to remain faithful, remain faithful. You understand? It's what your wife has that other women have.
And if you want to cheat.
Yeah, to them, I personally, I took it upon myself, not because I once said it.
No, like I'm trying to say, like I'm trying to twist what you just said. Yes, you said if you want to remain faithful, remain faithful.
Yes.
And I'm asking if you want to cheat.
Yes, and anyone who is determined to remain faithful shouldn't give excuses when he fall into the trap of laying with another woman. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So the aspect of if you want to cheat. I don't think that scenario should be a thing of glamoring, a thing of joy. Now,
before you proceed, you said something. You said that the reason why men cheat is because they say the woman is no longer attractive.
Yes, most men say that.
Yes, is no longer attractive. She's no longer. She doesn't have what.
The quality of the other woman who is who he goes about with, that his wife does not have it.
But then that shouldn't be an excuse.
Just
because
like what I
definitely said. You marry her sweet 16. She has all her shape intact. You should know that women body changes. So is men. Men too, their body also change. Because the way you are when you married, after a while, you will not remain that way again. Same thing is applicable to a woman. When a woman gets married, she starts having children. The childbearing, there are changes in her body. So you won't categorically say that is the reason why you cheated, because of the changes in her body. You can help her work on her body.
No, I think that aspect, Cassie, is an heavy excuses most men give. And from the look of things, I think I observe
that
what many...
That particular excuse doesn't really
yes, I observe, I observe some point in that excuse you are talking about. Let's be honest with ourselves. The diversity of a woman's nature is far different from a man. Now, what do I mean? A woman, it comes to a time where her body begins to deshape. Menopause comes, and then some glares, I don't know how to put it, some sweet flavor. Let me put it that way. A man doesn't find it anymore. You understand? But that is not a warrant for a man to start going to A, B, C.
Because even that A will still go through that
exactly
process.
Yes, that doesn't mean the man should start eating just as they will say, I need to go chop at the dia. You cannot eat okra soup. Popular Nigerian slang.
Eat egusi today, you eat okra tomorrow.
Now, most men in from that aspect, they need, men, see, let's be honest, whether be it a man at the age of 40, 50, 60, 70, a man is still a man. Let's be honest with ourselves. You agree with that? A man is still a man. You understand? A man doesn't go to a stage of menopause. We don't know what menopause is. So it depends on how a man uses himself. He might still be active.
Okay, they don't get to menopause. They get to menopause.
No, there's nothing like menopause. Neither do they have menopause. So till age, as far as a man takes care of his body properly, definitely, even if he's age 70, age 60, in most cases, they find, they get pleasures from even younger ladies at that age. I'm telling you. And the worst part of it, these younger ladies even fall in love with most of these old men. Now, leaving that one aside. Now, the aspect why, let me start with the men before I go to the women. I've given you one reason why men, most especially, cheat, and let's not use the word cheat. Let's use the word
unfaithful.
Exactly, are unfaithful to the woman they once told they loved, that till death do us part, will be together, that they've promised heaven and earth. You see now, most guys, you see them, when they want to propose, they kneel down, do all kind of
and even cry.
Oh my, you are my everything. If you don't marry me, I will kill myself. I will do all kind of things.
You know, the recent one I saw on social media, I will not mention the person, this individual's name.
Okay.
The recent one I saw on social media, it just happened last weekend. This weekend that just passed. The guy was literally crying because the wife was singing. He was crying. In my mind, I said, all these tears that you're crying are just shenanigans, because later on you will still cheat on this same woman.
Exactly. That's what I'm ready to. And at the long run, they will still be the one. Maybe after 20-40 years of marriage, they will use.
That's 20-40 years is too far. Talking about 2 years, 3 years after. The results.
Now, one of the reasons is let me add nature. I will add nature. One, that is one of the reasons. And secondly, there are people who are not strong enough to fulfill their promises, to fulfill what they've clamored for, during the so-called, is it a courtship? Thirdly, men who cannot hold themselves, who are not determined. That is, they are the ones who usually, end up, flirting around, giving themselves and forgetting the fact that, as a man, you are exposing your privacy, your man element to various parties. It doesn't give you good reputation. Outside killing your reputation, you are also demeaning yourself. That is what they fail to know. It's not a taboo to have 2 wives. Okay, no man should be deceived that even in the when the Bible says it's not a taboo to have 2 wives. As a man, you are not suitable with just one woman. Look, you can go ahead and marry 2. You can go ahead and marry 3, depending on your capacity. Yes, depending on if you are capable of financing the children this woman will give birth for you. In terms of schooling and everything, taking care of the women. You understand? If you are capable, you can go ahead. Rather than having a woman at home, then you are sleeping with call them is it the name they call it, is it a side chick? Look, a man, a real man will go and marry, rather than hiding in one corner. Oh, she don't come out to come and
save the number as mechanic.
Yes, save the number as network. Thank you. Or booking hotel, you tell your wife, I have a business trip in Kano. Alhaji Musa called me, so I'll be traveling tomorrow. Then next tomorrow I'll be back. Immediately you leave the gate. Alpha, my love. Oh yeah, let's come and meet me. That shows you are reducing your manhood. What it takes for you to be a man, you've killed it already. And when you start moving with this, and the worst part with these young girls, in fact, you are no more a man. You understand? You are a teddy bear to them. You understand? And that is when these girls take you for granted. And the worst part, they expose your personality on and all to their colleagues. And that is where you see where girls are saying men are unfaithful, men are scum. You understand? It is out of these actions that those belief derive from. Okay. And for a man who choose, because in most cases you see a man going to meet another married woman. You understand? Mm-hmm. That is where how will I put it? That is where that man needs deliverance.
All right, Ojala, before you actually go further,
yes,
let me actually analyze I want to just add the reason why men cheat or reason why couples cheat. I mentioned earlier is negligence. They will say, my husband does not have my time, which is the common thing.
Yeah, I will go into that.
Men tend to actually work so much that they forget their primary duties. And what is your primary duty? Your primary duty is to provide for your house, to take care of your wife, be a present husband, and be a present father. But most men seem to forget this particular thing. They work so much that they forget, they feel what they just need is be bringing in money. But
Yes.
it's not all about that. The woman needs to feel
Your
loved.
presence.
Yes, she needs to feel your presence. She needs to feel love. She needs to talk to someone, because we women, we love to talk. And what we need a man that will listen. And if you're not there to listen to us when we are talking, and we eventually get another person that gives us that time, that actually listen to us when we talk, we cheat.
Now you see,
When a woman cheats, she's not cheating because she wants to cheat. It's just a spur of the moment. It's because she has found someone that gives her listening ears. She has found someone that gives her attention. Someone that when she texts, the person responds. When she says, oh, I need to talk to somebody, I need a shoulder to lean on, the person actually responds. Before you know it, they cheat. But you as a husband, you're not present, you're not there for her. She will cheat.
yeah, now Kazi,
That's one of the reasons, actually.
Yes, let me come into it, and I quite disagree with you in some aspects. A person who wants to cheat, be a man or a woman, a person who wants to cheat will cheat. Anyone who goes about flirting, choose not to determine within himself that, look, I'm not going to do this, whether you like it or not, whether whatever the society tells. And again, society, society contributes to all these acts. The economy contributes to all these acts. And again, women who find themselves in the hands of men who go about flexing are also the cause of their problem. Example: you are dating a man. He spoils you with different kind of varieties, different kind of Gucci, goodies and all of that. You are so attracted to all those things, and that is what is happening in our society. You see girls up and down with some men, and most of these men are even married. They have a wife. You don't care to know.
Married men spend more.
That is what I'm saying. Some of these men come around you, lie to you that they are saying. My own sister fell into this trap. A married man was dating her, and she didn't even care. Even when I try come, this man, is he not? Oh, he said no, he's single. He said he's divorced for a long time. Doesn't this that giving all kind of excuse. And at the long run, even when I try, I didn't do much of because I didn't have time for such. Why should I be interfering in? But I said, okay, you are a girl, you are young, you are a matured lady, you can do everything yourself. At the long run, she was like, oh, Mokins, what you told me that time is true. This man has a wife and 3 children. I didn't because it wasn't surprising to me, because it's what's currently happening in our society. So ladies too are also the cause of their problem, falling into the hands, because you as a girl, stop going after glamorous things from men. At least, yes, it's good giving you goodies and it's not a crime, but at least make your deep research about this man's personality. Know the inward and outward personality of this person before you go to the altar, or before you go to whatever you believe to say I do. And secondly, when I said society or economy is part of it, men, it is not in the nature of a man, a real man. When I mean a real man, to be relaxed when things are not stable in the family, when the resources to make sure the family stand well is not there. It is not in a man's nature to just relax. Yes, women, but nowadays even women work hard to make sure that they are also in support of their husband, of the household. How much more a real man? It is only a man who is lazy and who doesn't know what it is to cater for family that will just feel relaxed. Fine, it might not give you all the time you want, but that doesn't warrant you cheating. At least you as a wife, you should at all time check up on him. You understand? Okay, if he tells you, okay, I want to, I'm going to Lagos for a business trip, there's nothing wrong as a wife. Okay, let me go along with you. Okay, fine, you have children at home. You might be lucky to have your parents or maybe relatives stay with these children. I want to go with my husband. Any woman that is always complaining the husband doesn't give her time, I think she's also the cause of her problem. And I think that that not giving you time is not an excuse for a woman who wants to cheat will cheat. It's because she has eye outside. That is just as our men too. You understand? So when you say giving you time, so men who's really working hard might find themselves in that category. You understand? Not to really give you the time you want. But you too as a woman, try as much as possible to make sure that you are always engaged with him in his activities. You understand?
You made mention of traveling with your husband for
Yes,
business
it's possible.
trips. Why are you going with him?
Of
Yeah,
course.
men love. They need their space.
You see, okay,
Hold
you
on.
see, you see,
They need.
you see.
Men need their space.
Okay,
If there's trust, when you marriage is all about trusting your partner. If you trust your partner and he says this is where I'm going to, you should believe him that okay, he's going to this particular place, rather than you saying I want to follow you. Why are you following him? Simply means you do not trust him. And you going to him, following him simply means that they may not really need that distraction.
That's what you are saying here. But you said because why most women cheat is because the men don't give them time.
When I said they don't give them time,
okay, maybe I'm not getting it correctly.
You come back from work, you are supposed to like have that family moment. You're still bringing back work from the office to the house.
That is why I said they need to meet up.
Your time. She needs to talk to her husband. She needs to express herself. Your work as a man is to listen. I said it before that women like to talk. So your work as a man is to listen. Whether you're contributing or not, just listen to her.
Yes, you are right.
Not bring work from the office to the house.
You are right, Cassie. I agree with you in that aspect. Women like to talk because even my wife too. In fact, when my wife stopped talking, I will even have to beg her, please, let's sleep, I beg. You as a woman that like to, I think you should talk into his own affair, talk into his own business. Your husband brings business activity from the office to the house. I think as a reasonable wife, you should also join him in that activities so that it should rhyme. You understand? So that it doesn't make you feel as if he's neglecting you. See, men, a lot of reasonable men out there go through a lot, and I will stand by the men on this. Let's be honest, a lot of men go through a lot. You understand? And most women don't even care about the hectic things they face out there. All they want to see is for them to just deliver. Most women, I quote my word, most women, not all women. I know of some women who too really are so concerned about their husband's affair and thereabout, and they are also concerned why they are not give, just as you said, they don't give them that time they need, you understand, that space, you understand. And again, for men who are always denying their wife that whatever activities you are doing, see, I don't think, and again, no matter the circumstance you find yourself as a man, no matter the activity you place yourself or life gives to you, I think there should always be time for your wife as a married man. There should be, even if it's twice or once in a week, it's okay. That food day, example, you work Monday to Friday, at least that's Saturday. It's unfortunate that most men, even that Saturday, you see them going to join friends, drink beer, no, I think that day should, just as you said, I know, yes, women needs their husband's time, but nevertheless, coming on the side of a woman, I think I've done with the side of a man, Cassie. Coming to the side of a woman, you see, women who flex choose to do that. See, I don't think, except probably she was manipulated to do it at that instance. Now, why I said so, you see, when a woman brings unfaithfulness into her marriage, she has been doing it even before she got married, and she has been doing it even when she was dating that man. So definitely when you get married, there is no way this woman will change overnight. Some ladies will say, some girls will say, because I fell victim of this, and with the help of God, I was rescued from it. Some girls will say, let me just, we are not married now, he has not proposed to me, we have not gone to the altar. When I get to the altar, that is when I will stop on it. Look, change cannot come overnight. I don't know if you understand. So that is in the side of a woman. So when they say, why do women cheat, why do women marry, that is the reason. That is one of the major reasons. They do it even in courtship. They do it even, I've seen some cases where a woman a day before they get married to their own husband, they flex, they go and meet another person maybe in an hotel. They do one or two activities. So people just say, when I get married, I will change overnight. It will stop. Marriage will put an end to all these things. It's a lie.
All right. Before we wrap up, one of the major reasons why women actually cheat is, like you mentioned earlier, you said the men said they are no longer attractive. Now, this is not about the men. This is about the woman.
Yes.
And I want to talk to you, woman to woman. As a woman, men are attractive by what they see, why we women are attractive to what we hear. Now, the man married you you're looking sweet 16. You start having children, you're looking unkept. Let's say you were this type that make your nails, you make up, you dress pretty fine, and then you get married. You're not tying wrapper around the house. The man will feel irritated, because how on earth will you be tying wrapper round the house when he met you weren't tying wrapper? He met you wearing bomb shorts, he met you wearing short gown, he met you looking very attractive. So why on earth will you be tying wrapper around the house after marriage? You say, oh, I am married, I want to feel relaxed. And then some women leave their sensitive areas very unkept. Your pulpit area, you're leaving it will not attract the man. He goes out, he's seeing ladies that are looking very beautiful.
It seems you are still in the side of in the side of men.
I'm trying to analyze why people cheat. Yeah, he's seeing attractive women, he's seeing women smelling nice, and then you as the wife, you're there from morning till night. You've not had your bath
because she feels at home now.
The man will not, he won't want
she
to
feels
come
at home. She knows you are her husband, and you should tolerate everything.
And when he wants to hug you, he's perceiving your smell since yesterday that you've not had your bath. He will not feel aroused, he will not. But when he goes out, around his office, somebody is smelling nice around him, wherever he just feeling that comfort, that sense of cheating will come. And then you've given birth, you have one child, and you're looking like somebody that has 10 children. No, now as a woman, take care of yourself, exercise. That's where the men also come in. For you not to cheat, help your wife out. She gives birth, she has lost her body shape.
Okay, what about some women that don't attend to what their husband tell them to do? I know of so many stubborn wives.
That's the thing.
Madam, do this thing.
You cannot. When this one happen, you will not categorically blame the man, because you as a man try your best first.
But there are some men who try their best, and
yes, when you try your best,
there are some stubborn and some lousy wives out there. Honestly
when
speaking,
the man has tried his
some
best,
women are so stubborn to the core that even if the man tends to beat them, they don't change. You understand? So it seems you've really stated the fact in terms of why most men don't see attractions on their wife anymore. But I was before you interjected me, I was
all right, let's just wrap up because we are behind schedule.
Okay, I was talking about why most women why most men find themselves with a cheating wife. And the worst part of it, most men who are faithful end up with such women. That is what even baffles me. You understand? And these women who do that, see, it's very difficult to change a woman. It is easy to change a man, yes. A man, because of the love he has for a woman who was drinking, smoking, or womanizing.
You don't say it is difficult to change a woman, because
it is. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Change is personalized. Anybody that wants to change, if you love someone enough, you should change for them.
But in the case of a woman, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. I know what I'm saying. I know some viewers out there will say, oh, what does this one know? Are you a woman? No, that is just the truth. See, women, it takes the grace of God for a man to change a woman. A man can easily change because he really wants this woman. But a woman, some women will rather lose you than to change their personality. I'm telling you, some women will rather lose you. The case of the woman we earlier talked about, who a man killed in an hotel, and the baby was taken away by this same so-called guy. She even had to lie to the man that her husband that she's a single. So that's what we are talking about. She has been doing this even before. That is why, looking at the rate at which DNA test is coming out this day, a lot of families, a lot of men find it now that the children they have been catering for years are not their own. So it takes the grace of God, let me be honest, for a woman to stop that habit, because before she stops it, just like I said, it takes the grace of and nevertheless, to conclude my discussion, for men, if you don't want to find yourself in that situation, please, a woman, because there's no matter how a woman pretends in courtship or whatever, there must be a sign. Men should always take note of that red sign. It is very, very important. If you see the red sign and you are neglecting it, I think you are entering your doom. And the same thing with the women. It's also the side of men. The same thing, you keep ignoring that red sign because the man is giving you flashy things, expensive things. At the long run, please don't start complaining because you saw it. You must see those signs. So my final thought of this is learn to be curious about any red sign you see, so that it doesn't have a repercussion on you when you get married.
Thank you so much, Ojalo, and that is it for today's show, Bridging the Gap. My advice to you, or my thoughts on this, is as couples, marriage is for better. I don't accept the ideology of for better for worse.
It's for better
Marriage
for worse.
is for
It's for
better.
better for worse. Complete the
Marriage
statement.
is for better.
It's for better for worse.
And as an individual or as a person, before you decide to get married, you should make up your mind that you're getting married to remain faithful till death do you part. That's the oath that you guys take in the church. So remain faithful on that. If you know you're not going to remain faithful, there's no point getting married. Just gallivant, enjoy your life as much as you want.
Which is even an higher risk.
Yes, nobody will hold you responsible when you do that. But when you get married and you start cheating, you start jumping from pillar to pole, you'll be held responsible, and there are consequences to your action. So on those notes, you can drop it on the comment section what you feel, why women or why couples cheat in marriage. Let's hear from you, and let's know what you think or the solution that you should be provided for the show. I remain your host, Cassie Tony, and many thanks, Ojalo, for
Thank you,
joining.
Cassie. It's my pleasure being here.
All right, do enjoy your day. Till I come your way again, it's a bye for now.